Hey everybody, welcome back to God Inc. And today we have another video. It's another rant.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
So like, this is what happened. We were like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. We're over here trying to figure things out. We don't want to like. It was like, all right, how do we match up our schedules so we can play in person to like try things out? We need to go to locals. I was like, and then like we finally opened up Star Wars Unlimited, so we got really into that for a little bit. Oh, we didn't get super into it. I still only have like about one box, and then the 2 starter decks. So I mean, like, we played that. We were playing. We a little earlier today. We played the online client. That's
online client. The online client.
Super online. You can play it through your web browser with randoms, which is great. One of many online clients. Yeah. So anyway, we're just like trying to figure out where we're going to navigate, and I was going to go to a quick soapbox before we get into the topics for today's video. We're probably going to expand out past Lorcana. We're probably going to be guiding games. And what that means is going to get expanded on later. But we want to have the opportunity to play multiple games and talk to you guys about them. Because, I mean, we're at our core, we're just some dudes playing some games together. And then we just, whatever we find, we like sharing it and talking about it, especially the methodologies and things about that. So you will see some content for Star Wars Unlimited because A, it's really easy to record. B, it's just new. We like the freshness of it. And C, it's hard to show gameplay of Lorcana. I'm still gonna work on my competitive nature of it. Clyde's still gonna try to stay casual, and that's actually part of the thing we're gonna talk about today, like what it means to be casual, what it means to be competitive. And then the experiences around those. But yeah, ultimately, we have to branch out. But this is another rant video because we just, with all the news that's been happening recently, we just couldn't we couldn't hold back anymore. We were like, okay, we're just gonna let it stack. But now it's just like, okay, DLC Las Vegas. All right, so let's talk about the first thing. It's very hot button.
It's the big Madam M elephant in the room, man.
The DLC cheater.
This cheater, man. Guys, listen. All right, let's talk about it in isolation. In isolation, if we look at the event, fellow top player we know, Zane, he won the event. Congratulations to him. All the love, best of, good job for him. Yeah. He's been going out here grinding.
Georgia native.
So good job for him.
Really cool guy. Really cool guy. Yeah.
That he won. But unfortunately, the guy in second place got caught cheating, man. And it puts a stain on Zane's win, unfortunately. It's just like, if you guys want to relate it to like NBA, where they're like, oh, but that was, that's the bubble. We don't count that finals win and stuff like that. Like, it's like that, where it's like, man, you won, but it got cheated. So really, you don't know if he was going to come in second or first. And it's like, it's up in the air. And, of course, cheating, I don't know the exact way he cheated, unfortunately.
I think it was like he had extra cards in his hand. Is what it was. I read the like very quick notes on it. But he got extra cards in hand, and then like he pretended to be a new player. That was like his thing. Yeah. I'll pull it up too, but it's there's like does people update this? Anyway, but yeah, ultimately
Reddit posts and some Facebook posts about it.
So you got a warning. Yeah, there's I'll probably link the Reddit in the description. The Reddit post I'm referring to, but TLDR, he got caught by a judge. And he got reported and only got a warning. But, like, ultimately, he was just trying to play, like, the new player card and try to get away with stuff. But then people were like, well, actually, he done this to me. And then they start, then they finally caught up to him. But so it's just like, Yeah, so he would draw extra cards and then lie about the cards in his hand. Is basically what happened.
Do you
and then
know
Zane
that,
actually played him.
Yeah, like did they play the entire match out or was it a?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
looks like it.
Zane, if you won while a guy cheating against you, shout out to you, man. That's congratulations. That's great. Yeah. Now let's. Outside of this event in isolation, obviously they DQ'd him, and I hope that the third place became second and so on and so forth. I don't know if they did that. I hope that's what they did. That should be standard. You know, once someone gets caught cheating, you know, even if it's after the game, go ahead and do that. Now, let's talk about the situation outside of this instance. So this guy won a Golden Mickey. He's won another challenge. I'm not sure what challenge it was, but he won that challenge, and he's came in a top 4 at another challenge before this as well. So this guy was a top player, and he was cheating, and now it's seeming like he was a known cheater. So that puts a big question mark over a couple of these challenges, because it's like, man, you would think like you would cheat and get your Mickey and then say, hey, let me back out and I got my fast one. Let me run. But it's like you kept doing it over and over and over, which is like, you flew too close to the sun, I guess. But like, man.
I mean, he also had like multiple he had multiple warnings across these tournaments, but they didn't stack.
Stop. Yeah, they didn't stack or nothing.
Well, I'm saying like there was no database for the judge to go to look up these players. So it was just like, oh, he got reprimanded in this tournament, but then he went to the next one. It was like clean slate. So he was able to do 3 different DLCs. Three different ones.
At least. I don't know if he's went to more than these, but this is only the stuff he's placed in or won.
Yeah.
So now it's like Ravensburger apparently has been completely silent. And we need.
I mean, they banned him.
Oh, they banned him. They banned him recently.
Yeah, he was banned. This was 3 days ago though.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, this happened like over a week ago.
They thought about it. They thought about it. I'm happy they banned him. So,
he was banned.
They can't take the Mickey back. But unfortunately, there's a cheater Mickey out there. There's a cheater Mickey. It's serialized, so we would know that it's his. And that's so unfortunate, man. That's so unfortunate. I really wish it didn't go like this. I'm happy Ravensburger banned him. They took a second on it, and the Reddit was a little question mark pinging them and stuff like that for seeing how long it takes to just go through and I'm not gonna say it was easily case closed, open shut, but hey man, you cheated. So that sucks. I hope there's I don't know what they would do at this point to have a last chance qualifier. I guess it'd just be somebody gets a bye at the North American big culmination event. I guess.
I think they're just gonna keep pushing. I mean, he didn't get. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna handle that. I think it is a second place situation too. So I mean, only time will tell. But ultimately, it's just this actually. I mean, this hurts the integrity of this card game.
And it just deflates even more energy from the scene, because this event really put a negative, a big burst of air, negativity air basically into the space. And I've been seeing it in Reddit posts and stuff like that, and it's man, we was already on the downward trajectory with Pixelborn. We talked about that in the last video, the last rant video, but man, this is just hurting. It's hurting the community more. And honestly, I can't blame anybody at Ravensburger. Obviously, this is just a cheater, and I wish people wouldn't do this, but this is a sign of how novice a lot of things have been ran in this first year, and I can't flame them because they have to understand the scene and the community more and the things like that more. If I'm not mistaken, I believe some of the devs came from Magic the Gathering. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know the lore behind Ravensburger,
but if that's the case, I would hope they would have had the knowledge of how to handle tournament situations better. Because this is not the first time that Ravensburger has either underestimated their community or like fell short in a way. Because, going all the way back to first chapter, not printing enough. Second chapter still had a couple bit of printing issues as well. But they was able to iron that out. And then, first DLC for Atlanta instantly selling out. And they said, oh, we grossly underestimated how many people should be coming to this event. And they opened it back up. And they're going to figure this out.
Tired, Grandpa.
I hope there's going
to figure it out. The time for them to figure it out is past. They needed to just...
It's past 1 year, man. It's past 1 year.
They just needed to sit down and just invest back. I mean, they're just kind of like trucking along. I mean, they did increase the amounts they're sending out in these boxes. They did better future of the DLCs because they learned a lot from Atlanta. It's just like they're not doing any retrospect work. They're not re-releasing cards. Now that they have the production figured out and things like that, it just makes a lot more sense for them to try to rectify what they did in the past, just kind of just moving forward and doing better. Because all right, cool, you did better for this set, but Beast is still $40 today, right? So it's like, what you're not really fixing the glaring issues, which is you have all these old cars that are still good, and there's virtually nobody get them. Like, how much does Bell cost?
Well,
how hard it is to get a Bell?
This is a multifaceted issue because what do we actually do here? Do we power creep the game in a way? If
$20 still.
If you think about it, it's like a power creep because I've kind of thought about this before. Maui, set 1 card, very very good card. I don't see it ever following out of the meta unless it just gets directly power creep by either a 4 mana 6/5 with rush or 6/4 with rush, or a 5 mana 6/5 with rush no reckless or something like that. If they create that thing, then it just directly gets power crept, and that's not cool for the game either. But then again, the problem is since set 1 was so tightly printed, it's kind of hard to find some of these cards in rotation, and their prices will never fall. So like Fishbone Quills or
Maui's still $15.
Yeah, Maui's 15. A Whole New World still expensive, even though they're kind of shifting out of the meta. It's still expensive. Am I wrong on that?
Yeah, I'm double checking prices, but yeah, I mean, all these are still. I mean, Fishbone's $9. Like, it shouldn't be $9. It's an item.
$9. Like, I don't know. I'm like torn. I'm torn because I want new cards to progress the meta. Because if you think about it, I guess we're kind of shifting over to the topic of I guess like the same decks kind of still doing their gimmick. I think you have a good experience with Ruby Amethyst, where it's like ever since set 2, it's the same deck. You throw in a card here,
and then set 3 kind of cemented it. Yeah, it's like boom, 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 boom.
Locked it.
Here we go.
You're like maybe one or two.
I think
cards
2 changes. Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 changes in this most recent one. But yeah,
I'm never taking out Madam Mim. I'm never taking out Goat, and we got Elephant. So now it's like, oh, do you want to play Snake or Elephant? So maybe both.
You can get down to like 2 goats. I think.
Goat, like the Goat cheeky Goat one isn't always the thing you want to go for now. But just you're never gonna take the bounce package out. You're always gonna run the hard.
I mean, you can cut Snake. I mean, like other people cut Snake.
It depends on if you're playing more low to the ground or higher up. I guess that's the variance in the build. But yeah, it's either Snake or Elephant. But you're still gonna run Fox, running Maui's, running Medusas. Some people are still running Tremaines. Some people are trying to fit a Sisu in there.
At least a one of the 8.
Yeah,
8-drop Sisu.
And then like some brawls. Maybe a
you do full set instead of brawl.
Maybe
yeah, you see Teeth sometimes.
I see Teeth sometimes, but like
I've seen Teeth in a Sapphire build most recently.
The 1-drops low key, if you can tell they're running Teeth. If they play Run Drop Mini, it's like all right, you're running Teeth, and
yeah.
And if they play like Turnaball, it's like all right, you don't have Teeth. But
I mean, but yeah, like you're saying, it's like the same 5 decks. You get this, you got Sapphire Steel or
Steel, I guess Sapphire Ruby. And
you got
Emerald
Green Steel.
Steel Song is trying to hold on.
Steel Song is trying to hold on. Drug.
Listen, man. I was a big
Yellow,
Sapphire.
Red,
like, hey, Sapphire's not that good. Sapphire's not that good. Bro.
Buff.
When Dime came in, I was like, all right, Sapphire actually got some tools. They gave it another buff in what was it, set 5? And I'm like, no, I think set 3 was when Dime came out. That was Scrooge McDuck. So yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, Dime, we're good. Set 4 got more buffs. Got Ariel. Got
I don't remember.
Greystone Dragon still he's getting used. Greystone Dragon was inside of the build of the guy who won in Birmingham, UK. So shout out to that guy. You got some more pieces from that, and then set 5 we got Tipo. Some people are running Chica.
Some people are going Pacha.
Yeah, some people are trying to go Pacha.
People are now running
Banner and Cusco and Dime. You got so many things that are like really good when you complement it with who? Ruby, Steel, the same 2 removal colors, because it's every other body's removal is very, very situational. If you're trying to use Emerald removal, you're playing Amber, just so you can do the whole get them down under the sea. I
stopped you.
That's it. I mean, it can win. Shout out to Diego. Shout out to Diego for winning a couple sets ago. Was it at Texas or was that
I think he won Texas.
So shout out to him. But it's like, man. And some people have that argument that he only won because it's not no Pixelborn. We can't lab. He had a little bit of crazy deck building, a little kookily deck building, and we can't lab against it. So nobody had the answers, even though there's clear answers to what he was trying to do. So it's like across the board, if you're trying to go for a consistent deck, Emerald Steel, Blue Sapphire, Blue Steel, Amethyst Ruby, and like a niche Amethyst Steel.
Even if it's still is just like B tier, B minus.
I mean, you can bounce peaks, I guess, but like Steel Song is getting snuffed out. They're actually taking out Steel Song. I'll say that, like, they're adding so many tools right now. Whenever I see a card being revealed for Azurite Sea, because it's not out at the time of this recording, I just immediately think, oh, that gets Brawled, that gets Medusa, that gets Mauied. Oh, well, they're not going to always have the answer, but it's like the good players are going to, on average, if you are playing a deck that's trying to make this gimmick work, they got it. They got it, man.
And if they don't have it, you still have to play that card. I'm saying you have to play that card, and then it has to live, and then you have to play some other cards to make it even better, right? So it's just like, he could just say, I'm going to snuff that out. Because that's what happened when the 2v2, they just snuffed out our game plan before we could even...
Yeah, like they just said, "Oh, get that out of here," and I'm like, "That's fair." I can't be mad, but like if I take a quick look at the Azurite Sea card list, which you can argue, oh, Shimmering Skies had like didn't have that many cool cards coming out when they first revealed, but I gotta talk about that in a second. But if I look at the stuff that they revealed, what's even worth? This Chip and Dale, the tag team card? Yeah. I guess. I mean, it quests for 3, but you got to run Chip and Dale. I don't want to do that. These Chips and Dales are bad.
Yeah,
I'm trying to cut the cards. I can't have the chip, man. I can't have the chips.
Peter Pan has merit, but he costs 7. Like, yeah, you see these problems.
Man, like, Yzma is like really funny, and she looks kind of cool, but she has to resolve. Rafiki, kind of cool, maybe uninkable brick unless you have Rafiki out. Like, I can't, man. All these Big Hero 6, I feel so bad. If you like Big Hero 6, you like Baymax, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. The only card you guys...
Baymax are good.
What's his strength again? What's his strength? Can you say it to the class? Yeah. So anyway, right now, the only 2 cards that are even looking kind of decent out of all the reveals, I'm having the reveals pulled up. Who? I said Oswald the Lucky Rabbit and Yokai Ignamic. I'm sorry, man. You know the guy. Yokai the Adventure Bro. These 2 cards are the only cards that are looking like they have some cool applications. And what color are they? Who's going to run these cards? The same decks that are winning. The guy Birmingham, UK, won with Ruby Sav. Oh, wow. I can't wait to see some more Ruby Sav, some more Sisu on Ice, some more Oswald. Oh, hit dime. Wow. Oh, Yokai, bounce a pop, play a pop for free. Oh, bounce a pop, play a dime. Oh, it's like, man, come on, guys. Have y'all played against...
They keep buffing Sapphire. And
have you guys played against the most recent iteration of Ruby Sapphire? They are quite literally playing Solitaire. Back in set 3, we were playing Solitaire. It's set 5.
We're pushing set 6.
Pushing set 6. We're at set 6, bro. It's called Azurite Sea. I haven't seen a single pirate that got me hype. I've been wanting to play pirates since Jolly Roger. We ain't got it yet. Somebody on Reddit said, "Oh, but you can take the Smee and put him on Jolly Rabbit for Jolly Roger for free, and you can kill a Diablo." If I turn 1 Jolly Roger, I'm losing the game. I can't, guys. And that brings me to a broader thing where it's like, hey man, just chill. They're gonna have some good cards. Let's do a quick look through some of the cards that are out in set 5, right? So if I was to look at that, how many good cards actually came through from set 5? We got what? Prince Naveen.
Prince Naveen was good. Moo. Clarabelle.
Daisy Duck.
All variations of Clarabelle. All variations of Clarabelle. What are you talking about? People in Discord are talking about Shifty Moo. Come on, let them have it.
I'll give you big Clarabelle.
No, but like the 4-drop is pretty standard. It's standard, and then the 1-drop would be good if people were playing items, or if the people that weren't playing when the
Tamato hits the field, it don't matter. When Tamato hits the field, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What are you supposed to do if you're not playing Ruby? When Tamato hits the field and the Ruby Sapphire player has 14 ink. What are you supposed to do?
Smile?
Because they're about to say, dime. You better Cusco that shit. Oh, wait, they got Mufasa. Let's shuffle up the inkwell. Oh, you pulled the dime. Thank you. All right. Listen. So turn 1, I'm going to draw. I'm going to play Possible, draw, play Haram, draw 2. I'm going to then use Fishbone Quill, ink, Chicha, draw another. I'm like, bro, I'm sitting here with 5 ink in Steel Song. This guy had 14 ink. Drew 7 cards in 1 turn, double dime play, looking at me with a smile, with a pacha out. What am I supposed to do?
Smile.
What am I supposed to do there? You want to play something, Billy? Tremaine. Play something else? Medusa. Play something else? Maleficent. Play something else? Sisu. Oh, the game's over. You're supposed to beat him before then. Bro, they're playing Solitaire. Turn 1, Popsicle. Turn 2, Tipo. Turn 3, Haram Singh. 1 jump ahead. They're already ahead. I don't know what to do. Kill the Tipo.
Thank you. He already did his job.
I can't wait to. So now you're telling me to what? Well, if you play Steel, what if you play Ruby? So if I play the 2 colors that got the removal, I can deal with it. Wow, that's crazy. Because I don't even want to bounce that guy. Because if I bounce him, he's going to come back out and ink another card. So it's like, what? Oh, bounce wrong. I got the purple bounce. I can bounce the items back. I bounce Popsicle back. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? If I'm not sitting there with... if I'm not having the exact answer against your deck and you can just sit there and play autopilot and not care about a single thing I'm doing on my side of the board because you got that. You said, as soon as I get to this much ink, it's over. I'm trying to have fun playing purple-blue. Let's play some... Has anybody tried Blue Emerald? Yes, you have. They have tried it. Where are they at? Stuck on Dreamborn Ink. They're stuck on Dreamborn Ink with a dream. Because it's not going to work. It's not. Madam Mim Elephant? Why? You had 4 sets to know that would be broken. Why? Why is it healing every turn? I can't even Zeus it. I can't even Zeus it. I Zeus it. It's just shrug. Here's 2 damage to your Smee, actually. Bye-bye. What the?
You should have killed it. You should have killed it last turn. What are you Zeusing it for?
Exactly. If you can't shoot it immediately, you're done, bro. It's like what am I supposed to do? And it's like if I'm scrolling through set 5, it ain't that much else that's good. We named like a couple cards. I like Your Welcome.
Yeah, Elsa.
People like Amethyst Chromacon. It's fun.
The Ana, the green Ana. She's been popping up in a lot of decks.
The joke is, this is the funny part about everything that we're saying. I just scrolled through all the Ruby cards. Not a single one of them I've seen play, and it doesn't matter. Ruby's still S tier, best color in the game.
Well, there was a lot of changes. You know, there wasn't a lot for Ruby to get. You know,
Ruby literally doesn't need another card. They don't need a single card. They got every tool they need. They got the big killer,
would like
the small
item
killer.
removal on Ruby.
Shut up. That's all we can stop you with is me saying, well, let's look at my dime. I can dime my character before you insta kill it. Bro, you can insta kill at every stage of the game. You got low tier ground insta kill, middle ground insta kill, high tier insta kill. What am I supposed to do?
These are for characters. These are all characters. These aren't items, and that's my beef.
There's literally like 4 items that can give you lore. And there's only one that's a game plan at this point in time. I guess you could. Oh, but Flu. Yeah.
Listen here, Bucko. Yeah. I'm honestly disappointed that we didn't get any good Ruby cards this set. But like I said, Sapphire just kept getting buff after buff after buff. Anyway, the long story short here, this all affects why we're not playing the championship. Like, this is why it's just like,
let's be real, guys.
The fact that we don't have a way to play these decks is the fact that nobody's coming out to play. Like, our locals is dwindling by the day. Bro, by the week.
It was 4 people.
No, people are bored.
5 people showed up. One dude left halfway through, so I gotta go to work tomorrow, and just left. And I can't even sit there and try to use it as like practice, because it's like some people, hey man, I just built a broom deck after my 9 to 5 and wanted to play some Mickey Mouses. I can't be mad at that guy. Let's have some fun. Let's play casual. But then the guy next to me is about to pull out a meta list of purple red. So it's like, are we sweating? Are we not? What's going on? Then it's like, it's not even enough of us here. So it's like the shop was like, well, I'm not even going to charge you guys. Y'all just playing in the corner by yourselves. Shop owners crying. Players are crying. Nobody cares. There's no incentive to go out. We got people begging in the Discord. Can we come out tomorrow, guys? Can we do it tomorrow, guys? Please? Please? Sorry, man. Gotta go with the wife. Yeah, we got a dinner. I'm sorry. I got to pick up some milk from my daughter's soccer practice.
We've been trying to get an Enchanted tournament for a while.
There's like, we're trying to do an Enchanted event. And it's like, I love the Enchanted arts and stuff like that. And I'm not going to sit here and dwell on that too much, because I don't want, like, the Enchanted cards to be the best cards Enchanted. Like, we don't got to do all that. But, like, I'm lost in want to even chase the Enchanted. I think they look really good. But let's look at this set 5, man. We got the Maribel set 5. Mirabelle set 5. I'm sorry, Mirabelle set 5.
Yes, yeah.
Card,
which we haven't pulled yet.
Which, I mean, it looks nice,
but no one's playing it.
Not
a single person's playing it. That card was DOA.
We read the effect and it was like, okay, nobody's who.
Who's gonna have that many fill out? I want to know.
Because even aggro decks can't even do this. Who? If you have that many characters out, the game's over. What are we doing here? Guys, stop this. Stop.
Like, if there's a cheap way to get like one drop people out, like you like one lore people.
There's no tokens in the game. There's no token generation. There's no none of that. So it's like I can't force myself to play 99 puppies, and my opponent just stops 1 or 2 of them, and she never gets a chance to come out.
That's right.
She's just too slow. She doesn't do her thing on ETB.
She's a 5/5/5.
It's like,
what is... all the way till 5? I mean, like, she's in yellow, so yellow can cheat her out. But like, nobody's playing this and going for Mirabelle.
I can tutor for this card. I still don't want to do this. I got multiple ways I can tutor for it, and I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. It's not good. And so now you're putting this in hot take. People are saying set championship died in set 5. Hot take, it died in set 4. Ursula on that guys, let's be real. Ursula returned besides Diablo. What was actually cooking in that set, bro? I can go to a random card shop right now. They're selling that shit for $95. They're selling Ursula Return for $95. I've seen commercials about it. I've seen it in person. $95 for that. $90 for Inklands. It's not holding any value because there's nothing of value in totality of these boxes. And it's like, man, I'm using my legendary pools. It's fun to gamble. We love to gamble. DraftKings, FanDuel, Lorcana boxes. I'm wasting my money and I'm losing on my parlay because we open up a box. And if I open up a box and get 4 legendaries and it's 2 Jafars and Arthur and a Mirabelle, I'm mad. I'm mad. What am I supposed to do? What am I actually supposed to do? Yeah, you got your legendaries, man. I didn't make nowhere near the money back. I'm not getting any cards that are worth any value. I try to trade it. People are going to laugh at me. I'm forced to sell it back to the shop, and I'm getting fractions on the dollar. If I sell those cards, it's going to give me $20. $25.
God forbid it's an enchanted.
It's like, oh, it's an enchanted brick. Try to sell a bad guy Pete. Sell an Amari. Enchanted. Do that for me. You don't get $50, bruh. You don't get less than a Mufasa Prime. A prime Mufasa price. You like, bro. I'd rather sit here. I have a cold foil beast. I have multiple cold foil beasts that are just worth flat out more than enchanted. Because the card is just better. And it's like, bro, what are we doing here, man? And that gets me to the point where it's like, listen, the dynamic we have in the channel currently, he's the competitive guy. I'm the casual guy. I want to sit here and I want to play it casual. But can you really be casual in this game? How do you be casual? Because the only people that are even showing up the locals are like either sweaty people or just straight up beginners. Kids and moms are beginners. I'm so serious. And there's nothing wrong with the kids and moms who are trying to play. It's like, hey, let's go. But you guys got start decks basically. Or you guys are like very unfamiliar with the intricacies of the mechanics. So if I sit here and I play cards even in the correct order, it makes me feel bad because I'm like, dang, I'm kind of stomping you, and you don't even know that you should quest before you bounce or something like that. And it's like, man, and the like I said, the player power levels is so it's like I gotta roll 0 every game because it's like, do you have a deck that's like a meta list? Are you playing like a tournament level list? Or are you just throwing 7 doors together because you're trying to have fun? And I'm all for trying to have fun, but it's like, now, where do you draw that line? If you're a guy who has a 9 to 5, I have a 9 to 5, I go to work, I come home, and I do that 5 days out the week. Like, it's like, hey, I don't have the time to sit here and grind out games because I work a later shift. I work like what is it, a second, I think they call it shift, basically.
You're on third shift.
It's third shift? Third shift? Yeah, I work a third shift. So my whole afternoon is gone. I get off and it's midnight. So I can't go to a local. I can't go to a local before because I go to work early. Nobody's at the local early in the day besides the shop owner. So I don't get no games. I can't get no games. And so I can't go home and play Pixelborn. So now I'm sitting here just playing Inktable by myself or jumping through hoops to play Cockatrice or Tabletop Simulator. And it's like, okay, I'm trying to, turn it sideways. Oh, press R. Oh, I shifted too much and I'm cycling it. You know what we did on it. I'm flipping the table, bro. That's what I'm doing when I play Tabletop Simulator. I don't like to play it. Let me be real. It's cool. I'm happy it exists, but it's not for me. So
I mean, you're still not. You're only playing with people you know. You're not playing with
exactly.
new people.
Me and Ryan have played literally thousands of card game matches against each other. I know how his brain works. He knows how my brain works. We know what we want to go for. So even when we say, hey man, I'm playing purple blue today. Oh, I'm playing red green. I know what type of player you are. I know what you hold in your hand. You gotta be prepared, don't you? I see you. I know what's in your hand. Look at his face. Because we know. I said, I be sitting there on turn 6 like, you got to be prepared. I know the way you was playing this game. You got to be prepared. I'm not going to quest pass. I know it's going to be prepared. See, come on, let's go. Because we just know each other. So it's like, I can only learn so much. We can only sharpen each other's iron so much. And I would love to just play against other people with different mindsets. See, like, people don't really know about this. People don't know like this. They're not thinking this way. And I'm losing that as a casual player. So now I don't have a way to even play the decks to theorize my little kookily builds. Like, I'm trying to figure out this purple blue. I can't sit there and spend all my dollars on Mufasas or Madam Mims, elephants or foxes, or trying to get like fishbone quills or trying to get like all these expensive cards that could help potentially make this deck work. emphasis on potentially, and then I try to make it out to a local, all the stars align, or I try to request a day off to go to a local, 4 people show up, and I lose to a standard red purple. What? Why would I do that? As the casual person, why would I do that? Why would I do that?
And like we said before, I think the best chance for casual paper is just like these pod scenarios where you're playing like, you know, a free for all against other players. The Meeple Madness has a weekly league night, right? And that's you just do the quest, and everyone's just trying to meet the quest. But even when you're just trying to meet the quest, you're no longer just trying to do your own flavor on it. So it's like, like you get to have fun playing something different, but it's like ultimately people are just there to play the cards they need to play to get the quest, and then check off the box, and then keep going. There's no nuance, there's no fun there. Like the 2v2 was supposed to be something like that, but you know, the pricing was so high that it was just like, why not try? And it's like, why not try with the 2 best decks? So it's like all this is to say, to be like, there's no way to be casual. Star Wars Limited, all you have is casual. Like, there's not a lot of tournaments firing off.
I feel like they're like
you have these, no one's showing up.
It's hard
but people in the Star Wars community just like playing the people they like looking at. You know, like they like playing with the Luke, they like playing with the Cad Banes, they like playing with the Bosks. You know, like playing with the Jango Fest coming up soon, right?
Yeah, Jango Fest coming up next day. Yeah.
But yeah. You see what I'm saying, though? It's a lot of people have adopted that, and there's no official tournament scene. That's also why Star Wars isn't there yet. But they're better off when the tournament scene starts up. They have multiple platforms with matchmaking, and it's all fan made. And the thing that they learned from Pixelborn is they said, no tournaments in this stuff, man. No tournaments. We're not charging anything. We're not letting anyone make money from this thing. This is a deck simulator, just so they could try their stuff. And there's no rank, there's no league, there's no nothing. It's just like, hey, let's just throw it in, go random. And that's what we really need. Recently, this says, all right, no matchmaking. I mean, the matchmaking I just need a random person. They could be trying anything. I could go when you go up to these challenges, when you go to these events, you can come against anything, and 70% of the players are going to drop off. But you still have to be prepared for that. You still have to know that your idea is solid, that it's consistent, and you'll get that if you just have like a basic thing. But honestly, we ruined it for ourselves, and I never entered into a Pixelborn tournament
either. I started playing after the tournaments were done.
Yeah, it's just like I just wanted a place to play with people, and it's just not there anymore. So it's just it's honestly disappointing. But also there's the other side of the coin. What does it mean to be good? Like I can't be the best that I could be without reps.
Yeah. I
can't get reps without dedicating time out of my week to go and go and play with these people. If I wanted to play with Zane every week, I could. I know exactly where he plays every week. The shop's not that far, but it's just like I'm busy. You know, I got school, got work.
Job, all this stuff.
There's other things I want to do. We got DreamHack next week. Like I don't know what to do. Like and that's the other thing. It's like to have a chance to be like good or like get top and things like that. You have to sacrifice so much, or it has to be a central part of your something that you like essentially value.
Yeah.
So you can continually make that commitment. Like all these top players, they've been playing for years. They've been playing other card games. They have groups of players, like a group of people that are good. So they can just keep sharpening themselves, keep thinking about what's different, because they have that mindset, and they're already cohorted and say like let's take Forbidden Mountain. This is a group of them. They can all just play with each other, and it's just like, all right, cool. Billy Joe and I can play, and then I can play you, and same thing like Top Deck Heroes. Like, we're talking about Vanguard now, but
still, they
having a dedicated group of people you could play with that are like they take things serious.
It matters.
It matters.
And then
and not a lot of people have that luxury, and Pixelborn was their way to even the playing field. And I mean, it's not an official tool, and you know, cry soapbox, but it's just like that's what made the game fun.
You know, the thing about to piggyback on what you're saying, the thing about this is like, to be a good player, man, if you're a random guy who lives in, let's say, Idaho. I don't know the scene in Idaho, so if it's popping in Idaho, I'm sorry guys, I'm just using this as a random state. In Idaho, and you're like, man, I live in Idaho, the only card shop that I can get to that even plays Lorcana weekly is all the way on the other side of the state, man. And it's like, I just can't do that, like reasonably. I got job commitment. Hell, I may just be in school. I may be a younger person. It's so many things. And it's like, man, I can't even really travel to do this stuff. And so trying to get those reps is virtually impossible. You're playing against ink table bots, or like I said, you're trying to jump through hoops, trying to find people in like maybe Discords to do Cockatrice or Tabletop Simulator. But you're jumping through so many hoops to try to get something going. And it's very, very, very tough. And then let's say you even have a local. If you're not the type of guy to want to be social or really try your hardest to interact with the shop owners or other players that seem to be good and try to get into that circle or potentially get sponsored by a shop or become a part of a team, that's like something you kind of have to do to make it to that next step, to join a team, join or get sponsored by your shop so you can afford to even get the cards and get to the places, man. Because I know a lot of shops will like give you the cards that you need to perform, or they'll like, you know, help you get into the tournaments and like that. And they may help with travel and stuff like that if you're really good. And when you're this good player, I think it's a multifaceted question we ask, like, what is a good player? What does that mean? Because you have everything that's all along yourself in isolation, because you have like the whole mental aspect, you know, trying to make the right decision, knowing your cards in and out, knowing what you want to do every turn, knowing how the synergies work with your own deck and everything like that, as well as knowing what your opponent's deck potentially can do. So you got to pretty much know almost every single card in the game, at least that's relevant. And then you got to be able to quickly understand, like, okay, my opponent's playing these two colors. I know they have this option at this color, at this ink, at this. You got to be thinking about all these things like that. And this is all a mental aspect. Then you have the physical aspect of it, where it's like anxiety, you know, the pressure of it. Sometimes I get the shakes, you know, when it's a really high pressure match or something like that in the tournament, or like I'll overthink my plays, or I'll fidget a lot or something like that. And it's like these things can impact your play. It can, because it's like, oh man, I made a mistake because I was so nervous, or I had anxiety or whatever. And these things you have to overcome as well to be, you know, the upper echelon.
Or you're not used to having that many reps.
That too. This can help get out that anxiety and stuff like that. Where it's like, hey, because normally it's like, oh, I'm playing a bad matchup, I'm really scared. But it's like, if I played a bad matchup over and over and over, it's like, well, I actually kind of know a way around it. I know what cards I should be inking. It's a route to try to put this into my favor a little bit, even if it's a bad matchup. But without the reps, you can't really always get that. That's like, you remember when I played Blue Steel against the Emerald Steel guy at the Chicago Challenge. He didn't know. He's like, oh, this is a bad matchup, and he just played really bad. But it's like, yeah, you have ways around this, and you have ways to still do this, but you just didn't do it correctly. And that could be the case for a lot of things, but like I said, lack of reps, things like that really hurts. And that's just all with you in this regard. Now, that third thing I think people really underestimate is that financial aspect. It's a card game. You have to purchase the cards, man. If you ain't got the money for the Mufasa, you can't play the deck. You can't proxy in the DLC. If you don't got the money for the Diablo, you can't play the deck. If you don't got the money for these top tier cards that are staples in the decks, like you said, Maui's $15, Fishbowl Close $9, Sisu is XYZ dollars. I can keep going on, and it's like you got to have the money and the capital to get these cards, and get them into a list that's functional and good, and play it. And a lot of people just, they ain't got it, man. I'm gonna be real. It's tough for me to even justify some of the purchases I make in the game, because it's like, man, I like having fun and buying boxes and stuff like that, but it's like, man, it's ultimately pointless to buy a box, because why not spend that $160 on guaranteed staple cards? And that's the sad part. The sad part.
The same day, all the prices drop. That's the best time to buy.
Yeah, like day one price drop or day two price drop is like the best time to buy.
So why not do that?
Yeah,
and
versus
then just save the money.
And I'm not helping the shop out. The shop is like, dang, I might as well just open up all my boxes and shell the singles. And it's like,
and they do, and that's what our local did.
And they've been doing that for years. Like, and I never really liked it, but I can't flame them. It's no reason to buy a box. Doing random stuff like this is like it's pointless. Why buy it?
You're doing it just for enchanted at that point, and if I want to guarantee the enchanted, I need to get a case.
Basically, yeah.
And now you're committing like what, $500, $600?
A lot of money,
depending on the set. Just
for a fancy art, and that card may not even be that good. So
if I got like a scar, I would.
Yeah, that's like, wow, this art is amazing. I can't play this card unless you try to play casually. But then it's like, who's doing that? So it's like, man, unfortunately, the way Ravensburger, but this is like most card games, the way they design their sets, man, 90% of the set is booty. If your favorite color gets a start deck, I'm sorry, you're getting like 30 booty cards up front. Unless we got the rare instance of like Madam Mim package and goats and stuff that was in that Merlin Tiana deck. That was a rare exception, and you can argue the other one too, the blue and amber with the queens and Gaston. Those cards had a slight bit of value, but like Queen is still good. Gaston, he kind of fell off after set 3, but he added a little bit of play. Other than that, it's like, man, and I guess you got Fishbone, but I'm not Fishbone, popsicles, but like, what other? Most of these, like the recent ones, man. That Emerald Steel day one when they said, hey, you're getting Krunk's Scar, and I looked at the card and said, dang, that's gonna suck. And the set came out, and you went and played that deck actually. How'd you perform?
There goes Voodie. Move them butt. Kronk got a cool suit on the card. You can't even play it. It's booty. You want to play the other racer deck? One board wipe. You might as well turn the game off. You might as well scoop. You get hit with one board wipe against in that deck. It's over. And so the starter decks are really bad from onboarding new people. Besides the set 2 ones. Set 1, mid. Set 3, mid. 4, mid. 5, mid. 6 is going to be mid. We've seen the cards that we're getting. It's going to be mid in isolation. And it's like, man, what is a new player supposed to do? Because if you get this thing, you think you can play in a little local, they got a little local $5 tournament, let me play this. You're going to get mollywopped. And you're not going to have fun at all. And you're like, wow, these cards are laughably bad. Yes. You telling me I got to have all these dwarves out to do something? Yes. You telling me I gotta try to have no cards in hand and then exert Tiana? Yes. Yeah. Good luck, and we're giving you one copy of that card. I'm not Yu-Gi-Oh! In this, man. I'm not buying 4 copies of this thing to make a complete deck. That's not what I'm doing. And it's just not worth. It's not worth to buy any sealed product. Nobody's buying the gift set. It's not worth. You're getting, 2 packs, 4 packs, and a shiny Stitch? Big, shiny... Thanks. It's not worth. No, thanks. We got the Gateway thing. That's great for new players. The Luminary Quest. That's great for a little fun time with your bro or your kids or whatever. But like, no, man. I'm feeling less want to buy boxes because I finally realized I'm like, wait, and it's like this across a lot of card games. I'm not gonna say this is the only card game, but comparing it to the card game that we last played competitively, Cardfight Vanguard. To a lesser extent, they had pack filler. Like, they had pack filler. Don't get me wrong, but like, they had pack filler.
It was like, well, at least it was like specific things that can maybe in a niche scenario help out. A lot of these, hyenas, not good. This whole damage Robin Hood thing they're trying to been pushing for the past 4 sets, not good. This move damage thing they did in purple, not good. It's so many archetypes that they've created that are just
I want Lore Lost to work.
Good. Lore Lost, not good. Pirates, we're getting more stuff and it's still not good.
Still not good.
This whole, you want me to sing with my princesses quest with my princesses and ready them and then sing? Nobody's doing that. No one's doing that. There's so many different archetypes. It's like, bro, they're making. Last set they did the big 9 drop. You know the big 9 drop that you can make cheap. Which one of them seen play? I called this. I said, wow, this is cool. Not gonna see play. Every single one of them came out. Namari, Kristoff, Gaston, the Sheriff of Nottingham, all of them. Booty. Nobody's running these finishers. They're booty.
Namari's the worst one.
I'm tired of getting legendary cards that are straight booty. What am I supposed to do with this Mirabelle? It's just bad.
Right.
What am I supposed to do with this genie? He has a slight niche application that you gotta jump through 3 hoops to get? No. And they had some fun stuff like Jafar. I love the idea of Jafar. Sorry.
Wait, what? The 0-7 of Jafar?
No, not that. The draw card, get lore. The purple Jafar. I love that idea of that Jafar. I love the idea of it, but it ain't stable enough. People just say, well, what if I kill you, Jafar? What if I kill your shift target? Force you to just sit there and then you're trying to develop. And if I can stuff out your Jafars and make sure you don't shift, I have a great chance against you. You get the whole new world off. If you don't hit literally double whole new world and have 7 ink to play all of that, and I don't have like anything to say about that before, it's like, come on. I mean,
I'll say we still want variation, and this is what we can talk about a 2v2 video. We just want something different, and this is why we're playing Star Wars.
In the color combinations, they're not even. It's like if I see blue steel, I know exactly what you're wanting to do. I see ruby sapphire, I know exactly what you're wanting to do. Emerald steel, I know what you're trying to do. Purple ruby, I know what you're trying to do. It's just these decks are so good and so efficient. Are you stopping them? At least Steel Song had major variants. If you don't hit that whole new world, your win rate plummets. Plummets if you don't hit that whole new world. And now we got 5, 6, 7 cards that can kill Ariel before she can exert to sing.
Yeah. So, like, if we look at it from another card game perspective, like in Star Wars, they have leaders, bases, and then that identifies what colors. So you can still play colors out of aspect. Or out of color, but there's a penalty for that. But ultimately, there's so much variation. Like, I mean, like, you get these top decks, but like you have a lot of variation within the same leaders. So it's like you can play different bases and things like that and pair them up, and you don't know where you're gonna be playing against. You kind of have a general idea what the game plan, because the aspects have like a general theme to them. So like, for example, blue still control. Yellow is more like be shifty. Like it's kind of like you cheat things out, and you have like you have like a little bit of banter with it. Then you got like white that's like here's your hero cards, black here's your villain cards. But ultimately you can kind of like mix and match and then kind of pare down, and then you can come up with some quickly do build, and actually it can be good even in the meta. I think was it Boba Green is really good right now. But you have a whole range. I'm playing Cad Lane Blue. Cad Lane is a great character. That's the only reason I picked him up. And also I looked at all the leaders like I like the way I like this underworld thing. I just keep seeing underworld. It was fun. But you're just mad because you lost. But you see what I'm saying? It's. I just want to see more variation in this game. It's not here. I don't know when it's going to be here.
I'm trying to figure out, bro, because set 2. No, dang. Ruby Amethyst got this lock on the meta, but don't worry, it's going to go away, guys. Set 3 came. It's not the king anymore. Or is it? Set 4. All right, it's not the king anymore. No. We got Emerald Steel. The discard thing is broken, guys. Come on, let's be real. Shoot Bucky.
Nerf.
Or red. And then as soon as they took Bucky out, it was like, wait, actually the purple red is still the best egg? Wait, even if I get my target discard,
even with Bucky still
Because I can just... Bro, red, purple has never been bad. I guess set 1 maybe, but set 2, onward, never been bad. Ruby Sapphire, it was kind of meh. But now set 3, it cemented itself as an A tier, but now it's she don't want a puppy, she want a big dog, it's big dog. It's big dog. Blue Steel, hey, you A tier, big dog. Purple Steel, big dog.
Oh, Purple Steel is not big dog.
It's A tier. It's A tier. It's in there.
A minus at best. I don't think it's good.
I think it's alright, bro. Bouncing Pete's can really disrupt your opponent, especially if you like Pete into bounce elephant, and then it's like, oh, I can't even shoot the elephant with my big removal card. No, and then you can get the game away from that. But long story short. The colors that are always performing, they're always performing, man. Like, purple, sav, ruby, steel, those four colors are kings and queens, and...
It can only get better, right? I don't know where I don't want more bands. I just want more variation. I want them to give support to these... I want to play Aladdin. Okay, I still want to play 7-drop Aladdin, and I can't. If I do, they're gonna look at me. I'm gonna look at them. Handshake. It's over. Like I don't know what to do at this point. But yeah, ultimately, it's the same stuff. If I want to be good, I gotta play top tier stuff. I just gotta make micro dashing
and play.
Thankfully, I got all the cards I need. But if I didn't, you
gotta spend all your dollars and you gotta make it. You gotta
tier.
Travel.
You gotta travel.
Yeah. Because these top players, they got the dollars, bro. They're getting sponsored or they got the money and some in their own to just go to all these challenges, man. There's people that have been to every single challenge in the United States. So if you're Joe Schmo, go back to the Idaho reference. You're Joe Schmo. Oh, I can make it to the Seattle one. It's not too far. I can make it. I save up. It's only a couple months from now. I can save up. I take time off from my job. I make it out. You're gonna lose to insert player that's been to Atlanta, Fort Valley, Chicago, like Toronto. They've been to all the NA ones, and it's like, oh dang, I got matched up with this guy in round 2. Yeah.
Round 2.
Good luck.
You get kicked all the way down to 300 plays, 500 plays. Yeah. Now you're hitting at 700. At the end of the day, you're like, huh.
You can only lose maybe Tears. Once. You can only lose maybe once to make it to day 2. You gonna lose?
Yeah. Well, no, you can lose
you lose what, twice?
You can lose once. You only lose once.
You can only lose once.
You can draw. You can draw multiple times.
But
you can draw multiple times.
Like
you can only lose once.
Once. And you're playing matches, bro. You're waking up and you're playing matches.
9 rounds.
9 rounds. That's brutal. When you got to face insert number 3, 4, 5 Ruby Sapphire players.
No, I played against discard.
It was discard meta, but it's discard, and it's like, oh my god.
It was discard.
Imagine this meta. If I play against 3 Ruby Sapphires, I watched you play against Ruby Sapphire, and I fell asleep almost because the dude had a brick. How much cards left in your deck? Less than your inkwell? Because the dude was folding books. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maleficent that. I was like, is that 24 ink? What's going on? Because you're playing purple red, so you're like, well, I kind of got an option. What's going on in here, man?
Nuke the board.
Okay, I'll nuke the board. Actually, I'll nuke the board. I'll play this card. Oh, I'll remove it. I played A. I remove that one, though. I'm Medusa that. Tremaine, you're a Medusa.
I got 17 ink. I got 17 ink. I can do whatever I want.
The Dime came out. Sorry, Tamatoa came out. Sorry, game's over. You ready to wrap it up?
You can't get rid of any of these items, by the way.
You ready to wrap it up?
Yeah.
I'm tired, man. And
I'm tired of Scramble.
Because I'm looking at the 6 reveals. We're still getting cards like Galactic Council Chamber. Man, guys, listen. I think locations are trash. I'm be real. The location
but I can count on one hand how many locations are good.
It ain't it.
I like locations too. I played location deck.
They ain't it because the only locations that get play are either absurdly tanky, or they got a why would you give this card this gimmick? We got what 3 locations that see play? Maybe McDuck Manor is like on the fence, but you're gonna run what? Library, Queen's Castle.
Like,
and that's it. Not running Fang City, not running Bad Annan, not running
Arliss.
Not running Arliss. No. I'm not running any of that, man. There's no
the wall.
If your location quests for 0, I'm not running it, bro. We got Fix It Feel It in the decks. I would love to make a location.
No, you got like but Lost Cove gets ran.
Oh yeah, Lost Cove gets ran. Yeah, sorry. Hidden Cove. Yeah.
Hidden Cove, yeah.
So Hidden Cove does have a merit to get ran, and then Library.
That's about it.
And Queen's Castle, and I guess McDuck Manor.
Again, that's one hand. That's still one hand, bro. I got the shit.
And we're getting like 4 or 5 locations. Everything. I like some of these ideas. I like Elsa's Palace. I like Bad Annan. I like.
You like Bad Annan?
Because I like villains, man. I like the villain deck. That's mythical. The mythical villain deck. My villain steel song would have been cooking if they didn't keep making removal. So
if they didn't keep control.
I mean, the funny part is we've had one full set of Ruby and get nothing good. Steel and get nothing good, and it's still the kings of their job. Steel and Ruby literally got nothing good in set set 5. They got literally nothing. I saw the dwarves. I was like, oh yeah, Steel is done. We're cooked. And they're still the top players at what they're the top thing at what they do. I would love to play that new Baymax, man. I think his effect is actually cool. The heal mechanics in set 1. It's net. I can't do it.
We've been trying to play Grandpappy for
like months. I'm like, can I do? We got some crazy cards, dude. That last set, that two ink blue card. I'm trying to remember what it does. It's right here. Ever as before. Remove up to 2 damage from each character. That's crazily garbage because it's not good. I'm not wasting the ink. I'm not doing trades to have the heal. The only time you ever heal in the game is if it's like, oh, I'll heal. Or you're doing Rapunzel because you get net like 3 cards for most heals you do with the character, or 2 cards. And that's really, really good. But, sorry, we can't do it, man. I can't run Jasmine. I can't run the move the damage. I can't run the Grandpappies. Popsicle is only heal you're going to see in most people's decks. All these Amber cards that focus on healing, I'm not running a Hakuna Matata. I'm not running these items. No. I'm not running them. It's so many actions that are just... Why? What's one action that you want to play that's not a song? Can we talk about it?
Hypnotize?
What is this, set 2? Set 2 discard?
I didn't know it was bounded by I didn't know it was bounded by what set, you know?
Wow, set 2
discard. But Zane ran it.
Oh, he did, and then the most recent my fault. So there you go. I'll justify it. You get hypnotized. That's it. How do you feel?
Brawl?
Yeah, Brawl. Yeah, definitely Brawl. And what's that? You Ever Got Me. I've seen that on some Amber lists.
You Ever Got Me, yeah, for sure.
But like 3. We just named 3. I can name 10, 20 songs. We got Friends on the Other Side. We got Be Prepared. We got A Whole New World. We got Swords, Stormray John, Strength of Raging Fire. I can go on, man.
Sing Be Prepared though. That's the funny thing is.
Yo, he's an artist, but you can sing. You can sing it, and it's like, hey, I'll even say 0 to Hero. I'll say, One Jump Ahead. How Far I'll Go. Paint the Roses.
Sudden Chill.
Sudden Chill. I'll say.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yeah, we don't talk about Bruno.
Under the Sea.
Under the Sea. Let it go. I can go all day with the songs that are good. At this point, why we even put actions in the game? All these action synergy cards.
Green was supposed to be the action people, but
who's
it's just
running Airfoil? Who's running Dr. Facilier's cards? Who's running Pete? Who's running these things that want to do this?
Who's running Iago? I wanted to play Iago so bad. Can't do it.
It's booty. It's moving butt. Oh, I'm sorry. Hideaway. People are playing Hideaway.
Hideaway's actually pretty good.
So I'll give you that. Hideaway.
Hideaway's pretty good.
I want to play Royal Tantrum. Don't do that. There's no reason to do that.
Dude, if I got Royal Tantrum as my enchanted, I would have slipped and slid.
Do a Royal Tantrum. I would have been just him on the card. Beaten. And there's some interesting cards that got revealed, but like it's just like why play it? Why play Merlin's Cottage? I love the idea of that card. Oh, each player has the top card of their deck face up. Who cares? You gonna see this loss? Let's see this loss coming. It don't matter because it's like who could. This is one of the few games where you can have a tutor that just don't matter. I can have Merlin and tutor and it don't matter. Like man. It's hard for me, guys. I didn't grow up watching a lot of Disney movies or being like a really huge Disney guy. I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland or anything like that. So it's hard for me to have that want. Yeah, he got me there. Have that like oh well at least I like these characters type of thing. Like I don't really have that, unfortunately. I came into the game and I had to make my own enjoyment with the characters. You know, I'm not gonna say I've never seen any movies. I've seen Lion King, Aladdin, stuff like that. But it's like I've never was like gotta be like, oh, I watched it all the time growing up. Nah, once, twice type thing. And so it's really hard for me to keep wanting to play.
Pixar's in it. I mean, Pixar. Yeah, I mean, you watched a bunch of Pixar movie, but it's not out yet. 2026.
Yeah, 2025, 2026. Which why did they do that? What are we getting in 2024? Client. Please, an online client. Disney, you got the money. You got the money, Disney. We got a functional client. Just pay the guy, hire him on the team. We can just, and I'll play that, bro. I'll play that. Change some of the artwork out, clean it up, give us some premium Disney music as the soundtrack. And if y'all really if y'all made that jump like Hearthstone, where if I played the song, it plays the clip of the song, I'd spend money on this online client, guys. I'm buying skins. If the Enchanted had a special intro thing, I'd maybe buy fucking packs. I buy packs. You see my black butt buying packs in the game online. Hey, maybe you can be like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon TCG. You put the little QR code thing in the packs, and I'll actually have a reason to buy your boxes. Because we got people. It used to be we had to call the shop. Hey man, you got boxes? Hey man, I can't promise you nothing. You got to get here when we open. Bet we there. As soon as the door open and it's 3 people behind us. Cho, can we get the Cho? Can we get this? Can we get this? Nowadays, we come 3 days later, 4 days later.
3 days, a week.
Yeah, man, I still
2
got,
weeks, 3 weeks.
5,
there are still
boxes.
troves to this day. There are still 5 troves on the wall.
I got 5 troves. I got about 7 boxes. Nobody coming in the box. I think I'm just gonna open them and just sell the cards, man. I'm not really feeling pretty hyped about the sets, man. I don't want to hear my shop owner talk about that, man. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear them with good things, but I can't disagree because why the hell should I buy your packs? There's no benefit. When the enchanted cards aren't the chase cards all the time, if I got a King Candy enchanted, what am I doing with that besides putting it in a binder and doing a little dance for 2 seconds?
We still have Damari from set 2.
We have Damari. I've tried to play it. Not worth. We have Anna from set 4. Ooh, I love this card. The hero synergy.
I played it. It won me a little bit during that midnight release, but it's draft.
You were playing draft events. Yeah, sure. You win in a draft event. Bro, we have one enchanted that's actually worth a hot damn, which is Tinkerbell. Giant Fairy Tinkerbell, cool. That card's worth about 170. You know, it's played, still see played to this day. Sure. But other than that, it's like, bro, like you said, if we get a Scar, it's like, whoop-de-doo. We get a Mufasa. Yay, yippee. We get a Princeton Bean. Yay, yippee. That's it. I mean, I like the art of Revive. Shrug.
I like the art of Clarabelle.
I like the art of Clarabelle. I love the art of Clarabelle, so that's good. That's probably the good one. But like, that's it, man. Like.
If I got Pie Slinger, it looks cool, but until you give me support for a lore loss, I don't care. I'm this showed up. I tried. I was like, hey, like we need to get these guys. I'm gonna try to build a deck.
Remember when we thought Mulan Elite Archer was gonna be good?
Yeah.
Crickets.
For like 2 seconds, and then we just said,
Crickets, man. Crickets.
Yeah.
What happened to the deceiver of all, Ursula?
She lasted one set.
She lasted
set
one
4
set.
Came out,
set
and
4, they said,
Medusa was here.
This is your set.
Medusa.
This is set 4 was her set. This is Ursula's return. Where is that Ursula return card at? Why nobody playing set 4 challenges? Because I don't want that Ursula. That card is move them, but the playmat was poorly cropped, looked like a Photoshop. It was booty, move them butts. Why are you guys not putting as much effort as you did in the Stitch one?
The Stitch one was so good.
That Rockstar Stitch was actively falling out of the meta every week and leading up to the set challenge. It's still bunch people set championship came out to play because the artwork was so awesome. The orange background, the guitar, he's doing the wink. It's sick. That Ursula, who cares? It's the box art. I don't care.
Rockstar Stitch is still $318
it's sick. Today. It's an awesome card. Now look up that Ursula Sea Witch Queen or whatever it is.
Base card is $7.
Bro, the Sea Witch Queen Enchanted $66, man. That was supposed to be the card, guys.
And then if you want the championship one,
$84. Guys, do we not see the issue with this? Because it's bar for bar the box art. I'm sleep on that, guys.
Tell me why the Enchanted one looks 16 times better than the...
Yes! The Enchanted Deceiver of All looks excellent!
No, I'm talking about the Sea Witch Queen.
Yeah! Even the Sea Witch Queen! Because she got the golden crown in her hand, the Hex crown, and it's lore, and it's supposed to be the card, guys. Why is it bad? How do you fumble the ball this much? It's her set. Why is this Ursula bad? Correct me if I'm wrong. That might have been one of the worst legendaries of set 4.
I wish I could correct you. It's $8. It's best. Market price is $8.22.
Come on, man. So look at these legendaries they made. Who remembers Piglet? I do, because we pulled 2 of them.
Dang, Ursula Return
no cards in hand. Ursula Return
is retailing for $46.
$46 on open. It's a booty set. It's a booty set, bro. Clip this. It's a booty set. Ursula Return is the worst set they released. It got 1 legendary that's worth anything. Oh, no, I'm sorry, 2. With Diablo and Sisu. Every other legendary was what are you thinking bad? We was hype. Oh, Cinderella sings 9. What are we singing 9 for? Look at this family. Dig a little deeper. Under the sea? I'm not doing that. Mickey Mouse bodyguard Mickey Mouse.
5, though.
Mickey Mouse bodyguard Mickey Mouse. What are we doing here, guys? I don't got the bodyguard. Ain't never been that good. We doing 2-drop bodyguard. That's it. It's never made it past that. What, Chinpo briefly in set 3? We got some Chinpo play. Set 4, Chinpo play. That's it. No, what Yin said was a troll legendary. Here, broom players, have fun. Threw me a dang sand bucket in at the beach. That's what that was. What's this Hades doing? Nothing. Mulan, nothing. Queen, it was one dude that made a fun deck with it, and it overall is move them butt. Triton, Move them, but nobody's playing that gimmick. I'm not having that many locations out. Donald Duck. They put this thing on the playmat. I'm sorry. They put him on a playmat. They put this card on the playmat, bro. This Buccaneer Donald Duck is on a playmat. And they want me to pre-order. Pre-order now. Azurite Sea. I promise, guys, we're giving you pirate gameplay. You're putting pirates in green, in red, in steel. In what colors am I supposed to play? Jolly Roger's in red. The Daisy Duck pirate that's pretty decent in emerald. This Donald Duck is in steel. I can't. What am I doing? Smee is in steel. Captain Hook's in green. Captain Hook's in red. What am I doing? Smee's in amber. What am I doing? Jim Hawkins in yellow. What am I doing? Where's the line, guys? Where's the line? There's no line. You're just throwing pieces out saying, I hope one of these decks work. What is this? Guys, let's go back to set 3. How many good legendaries in set 3? Kaida, Pyridina, Jafar had his own little gimmick. Ursula at the time. Jim Hawkins at the time.
Yeah,
Dime, Robin Hood. So this actually some pretty good cards in there overall. We got some booty. We got some stinkers. Trump and Mickey ain't never seen a single. Listen, guys, if you play Trump and Mickey,
send me your deck list, please. Send me your deck list, please.
I'll play live on camera. If you have a way to make this actually work. Because I love the idea of the card. It's so laughably bad in the metagame. I don't think it'll ever see any play unless we get restricted. Like they say, hey, we're starting to phase out sets, and we got to a point where set 1 and set 2 were both phased out. Maybe. But I'm still going to get brawled. I'm still going to get Medusa. I'm still going to get... We got this Ratigan. Look, my damaged characters, I get to do some stuff. Hydra still ain't going to see no play. Jim Hawkins, I'm sorry. We don't want to play RLS Legacy anymore. Grandma Tala, I promise, guys. I promise I really like Grandma Tala. It ain't it. Milo Thatch. You remember when we was all hyped to get Atlantis cards? What is this guy doing? This Maleficent was so bad they had to try to redo her in Yzma in the set 6. That's what I think. Because they said, ooh, she's 1 mana too expensive with a booty butt stat line. We thought the Quest for 2 was going to carry her. But too bad she gets smashed, brawled, Medusa'd. Like, bro, what? Guys.
Yzma's still 3/3. So gets Medusa'd.
She's a 4-drop, isn't she? So you got a turn cycle. You can maybe do it.
She's a quest 2 though.
Yeah, so you can see they tried to make it a little better. One less. She's a 3/3 for 1 less.
And it's exert, not quest. Exert. If you have 3.
But we go back to set 1. If I go back to set 1, we got some stankers, but we got some bangers. Rapunzel ain't never not gonna see play. Stitch, Carefree Stitch, pretty good, man. Spirit of Winter Elsa, really, really good. Maleficent, really, really good. Belle still has a merit. Hades still has merit. Now, don't get me wrong. You got some Tekaka. Poo-poo. That's what that is. Gantu?
It is
Poo-poo.
Kaka.
Yeah, it's Kaka, yeah. Gantu, Poo-poo. BLT Mickey, he's a favorite in our hearts. I'm never going to talk any bad about BLT Mickey. Never back.
I kind of want to run him again.
Wolfbane Beast, I think the gimmick of the card is actually pretty cool. Unfortunately, it just doesn't work out that way. John Silver, sorry, bud. Ursula actually did see play, but no. But overall, I used to have some pretty solid legendaries in set 1. And then you go to set 2. You got Mufasa. Fairy Godmother did win a DLC. But, what else?
All this to say, we're tired. We're tired.
I've been biting my tongue. Hey, we came into the game. Set 3 came out. A little bit of problem. Set 4. It's 4 sets in a row. Man. 4 sets in a row. 4 sets in a row.
We're on set 6 now.
We're on set 6, bro. We started in set 2.
We're 3 sets past. We're pitting to the 3rd set past when this game was fun.
I was
ever since set 4 come out.
Set 2, loving the game. Excited for
loving the game. Set 3.
Drops.
Oh,
Wow.
locations. We're figuring things out.
Dime.
Set
Wow.
4.
Move them butt. And they created Diablo, and they created the monstrosity.
They created Medusa. They created too many monsters.
And they hot fix patched it. Nerf Bucky to the Oblivion nerf. Now
no one's running that Aladdin anymore.
No one's running that Aladdin.
But they don't need to, because nobody's running that items anymore.
Only people that's running items is King Item, who don't gotta play it until the end of the game. And by the time, you really gonna sit there?
You can hold all the items and drop them on the same turn. Because you have 12 ink.
There's no item removal that's killer until turn 3. But the joke is, if I hit you with the turn 1 possible turn 2 TPO, I'm getting rid of it if I went first before you can remove it. And the Sapphire player gets so much value that, hey, I gotta discard my Fishbone Quill? Sure. Go to the drop. Because Hiram draw 2. And I don't want Hiram to get that nerf. That nerf that they low-key I think they teased it. What the community want to say? We nerf it down to 1 card. Them boys about burnt the Reddit down. Hey! The app says... He 1 card. What's going on, Ravensburger? Whoa! I saw about 10 posts the day that bug came out. Sapphire player still becking. I was a Sapphire sympathizer for the longest, bro. I can't be it anymore, bro. I can't.
They lost it.
Dime was the turning point. Let's be real. Dime was once you got Dime, I was like, wait, this is actually not that bad. Then they just gave him more and more tools to activate Dime. And it's like, Mufasa quest for 4, guys. What other 8-drop quest for 4? Can you tell me?
BLT.
That's it. BLT, I guess potentially Tamatoa. Potentially Hades, potentially Tamatoa. But by itself, BLT. Guys, BLT is a 5/5 evasive. I can Zeus that. Man. I can Zeus it.
You can Zeus.
I can crab I can crab a Elsa, kill it by itself. Hey, if I can give him Maui evasive with Bishop, he's gone. He has to quest to even get what matters with BLT. Oh, Mufasa has to quest to get his thing. Bro, we already established that depending on the meta state, like the game state, him doing his effect alone can help swing the tide of battle. Just getting those cards. Like if you ink the I need this piece, I need that thing. You inked a Dime earlier, you may get it back. And that changes the entire thing. They got rid of your Dime, you cheated out, you have a chance to get that back. No other card in the game can do that. Do you guys understand the power of that? He's a 4/9. What is a steel player supposed to do? Double Zeus?
Try.
Really? Double Zeus? Zeus with a full board, Storm Rage on? Strength Rating Fire? Because if he quests once, the game is basically over. Unless they had no options in their hand, the game is basically over. Let's be real. Because they're going to play Dime, use it, play another character, quest from Mufasa for 4, play some other shenanigans, maybe even get another Dime out, and just double Dime quest with Mufasa that's 4, 8, 12. Way more consistent than Jafar. I can Mufasa the previous turn, play a Tamatoa the next turn, get a Dime back in my hand, quest with Mufasa, get the Dime, play the Dime, quest and use the Dime. Guys, what are we doing here? The late great James L. Jones has passed, so I'll give it a pass for Mufasa having 2 strong legendary cards that are very meta-defining in their own rights. But guys, I'm dimed out. I ain't got no more dimes. Cheaters. Set 5 looking like a bust. We're begging players to come out to set 5. They put it smack dab in the middle of Seattle. It's like right before Seattle. What are we doing? What are we doing, Ravensburger? You planned this. You guys have the calendar before we get it. You're planning out 2025. You need to plan for 2023, bro. You can't even. 2024. You can't even get through 2025.
They're not planning for 2026.
Yeah, they're planning for 2026. You can't even do 2024, bro.
I don't know what they're doing next year. Okay, let's go to hand from Ravensburger, right, guys? Let's give a hand from.
Maleficent got 3 faux trash legendaries. They laughing in our face with these cards, man. Who at Ravensburger thought this Maleficent was going to get any play? Please tell me. Can you please point them out? The super rare one I'm referring to. It's just like, guys, you guys help the players. I didn't get a chance to talk to you to one of the devs at the Chicago Challenge, but he walked around and he looked at my games and stuff like that. And he seemed like a guy who was trying to analyze what the players were playing and understand what the players are doing and stuff like that. Move them, but I get it. You guys want to try to make money, and you're trying to be like, well, we can only make so many cards without power creep.
I'm trying to give him money.
Another thing that
is stopping me.
A thing that we got to think about when you do these things like pirates, hyenas, inventors, blah 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 blah. Stop only supporting them for one set. 2, when you do support them for more than one set, think about why things aren't good and try to plug those holes before you keep adding cards that just fail at doing the thing, i.e. the Robin Hood damage dealing package. We have a lot of tools in the toolbox. They not what's going to get the card to start, bro. No. I can quest with all this stuff like that. I can do all this stuff. If I do 1 damage to everybody on their field and quest for 5 with Robin Hood, let's see. Let's look at that card. He quests for 1 by himself. So if I quest for 5, that means my opponent had 4 cards on the field, and I didn't kill him to quest for 5. Is it worth it? Did you put enough work in? My opponent's about to quest for probably 5. So if I don't OTK, what's the purpose of this card? I'm purposefully giving my opponent a chance to do something with their cards. To heal them, to do... Oh, I'm running Vintage Lab. Okay. A Maui with 4 HP is much less threatening than a Maui with 5 HP. You do the math. That's all I gotta say, folks.
With that being said, this has been God Inc.
Do you guys got ink? Because my ink was looking a little dry right now. This we don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about set 4.
We don't talk about set 5. We don't talk about set 6, honestly.
Set 6. We've been, guys, I promise you, we talked about it. Oh, should we do a reveal video? There ain't been a single reveal that got me hyped, bro. I'm so sick. This man called me at work. Did you see the new Chip and Dale? I almost hung up the phone. Guys. Baymax is a 2/6 and 5 cost. What are we doing? No shift. No shift.
Please.
What are we doing? We gotta end the video. Bro. I'm gonna talk for another 2 hours, bro. We gotta end the video. Listen, if we're being completely unreasonable, chew me out in the comments. Say, hey, dude, Cloudy, you're such negative now, Dancy. Like, it's not that bad. It's more nuance. It's more things. Because, believe it or not, I actively want to be wrong. I want you guys to be like, no, there's plenty of creativity. It's plenty of this. But show me the light.
Please.
At where I'm
Until
at,
then,
it's dark.
I'll see you on Star Wars Unlimited.
I'll see you on Holotape. I'll see you on Carablast. I'll see you on whatever. Because Carablast, I see you on whatever, bro. You see me exhausting my leader, bro. Because like
my base,
you
man.
might see me on the dang tabletop or something. Like because guys, I might go back to Commander at this point because like boy.
We honestly should though, but yeah. So we're gonna call it here. Thank you guys for listening. Please, if you relate this on any level, please just say something in the comments. Give me that thumbs up.
Give me your 2 cents, man.
Give me a grin emoji. Give me anything.
Laughing emoji, anything, man. We're. I like to think we're like the community. I feel like this is the true community. I'm not trying to be, I don't want to hurt my blah blah blah. Man, I'm trying to be real, Ravensburger, bro. We truly do love your game. All this comes from a place of love. I'm so serious. We can go dump out the cards, bro. Thousands on this game, bro. Whether it be travel, cards, sleeves, playmats, troves, all this stuff, man. We've spent money we did not have. We went into credit card debt we shouldn't have done. Not saying we're drowning now. We're financially responsible.
We're good now. We're good now.
Set for
it was like, let me just. It was so much of those. Yeah.
But I promise, guys, we do care. We really do care. We're not trying to be negative. We're gonna try to have some more positive videos come out, or maybe some more discussions that are agnostic.
So said next. I think next video we're gonna talk about. We're gonna finally talk about this. The Star Wars Unlimited scene. I'm gonna try to introduce you guys to what that looks like. Go through the rules, but honestly, we probably play some Blast just so you can see what the client looks like, and just see like us play against each other, and we can kind of teach you along the way as well. It's a pretty cool game. It's kind of like a live action Legends of Runeterra, if you want to think of it that way, because the way you're pinging back and forth, and then the round's only over when you guys can't do it. You guys can't. Each player has said, "All right, I'm done for this round." All right, so but yeah, and just like that, we've been Got Ink. I'm Doctor.
I'm Too Cloudy, man.
We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.